Woodland modular spent mags. If you've not seen these, I don't know if I can do this from here. If you've not seen these, this flap velcros up and out of the way, exposing the elastic lips. Scuba webbing. Man, I cannot do this from here. Scuba webbing, holding the face there all the way around front sides. Scuba webbing also on the back under the top two rows, make it nice and rigid. Leg strap attaches left or right. We've given you extra pals, so if you want to attach it onto modular gear. Got a hanger there. Comes with a hanger to drop it. Comes with a leg strap. 2 layers of elastic sewn independently, so that if you cut a top layer, there is still a secondary layer in there. That's how all the subloads, all the spent mags are. I've also got OD black with pistol mags and chem lights on the face. Holds 4 chem lights right there. And then Woodland modular. What's going on, guys? Arcady, what's up? Patrick, Isaac, what's up? Chris, Mark Stewart, Rick Sturr, Byron Roberts, what's up? How are you guys? Kroll, what's up? Landfill. Chris, fodder. Yes, I have done fodder. I've done barley, I've done sunflower, I've done wheat. Basically, you just take seed, soak it, you know, for I think 24 hours, half a day, whatever. Look it up, see what it is. Soak it in water, and then I've got 5 buckets. And I take it out of the one that was soaked, dump it into one with holes, and then I water it twice a day. At about day 5, 6, 7, it has sprouted up into like this big cake the size of a bucket full of sprouts. And then you take that and feed it to your animals. That's the easiest way to do it. You can also do it with trays and a pump and running water and such. Dumping my plate carrier, ordering. Why dump it? Why not just keep it and you can run the LBV over it? Definitely 2 separate applications. Taylor, what's up? Which bag would be best for mass fin? Probably closed bag. Closed bag or kit bag. That's what I always used. And it's going to depend, like, right? Are you running just normal fins, or do you have, like, you know, deep dive water fins? So, like with normal fins, Merez or Scuba Pros, I always dove like Gorilla fins. Those would definitely fit in there, no problem. Jacob Whitaker, what's up? Evan Dixon, how are you, man? Anybody do anything good today? What'd you guys get done? I picked up a trailer load full of soil. They had some 1 cubic foot bags on clearance. Looks pretty good. It looks better than the shit that we're growing in right now. And that shit's growing. So had them on clearance for $4 at Walmart. I bought 20 bags of that. And then they had some 2 cubic foot, some generic stuff. And it was $12 a bag, I think. I bought 18 bags of that. They had Miracle Grow, which is, you know, the devil. But it's like $18, $19 a bag. So I tried this other stuff. It actually looks better. We'll see. Ever make a surgical kit? Nah, surgical kits, typically guys aren't going to buy an expensive ass pouch from me to put a surgical kit in. Most surgical kits for most people, they're going to buy that, you know, bullshit surgical kit, which will do some stuff. And it comes with a pouch. And they buy that whole kit for like 35 bucks. They're not going to pay me hundreds of dollars to put instruments in there. So no, we haven't. Threw a 3D printer across the room, then floss. Stay clever, what's up? Moved about 95% of possessions to the new place with help of 5 families on our local crew. Nice, man, nice. Pool open today. Got an hour lap swim, right on. Pump motor for the washing machine came in, right on. Omer Slim, man. You gotta put it in my language. I don't know what that says, buddy. And you can come here, be super Bible, religious, whatever. I don't know what you're saying, man. Like, add value here. Just add value, jump in the conversation. But if you're here to just quote scripture, you're not adding anything to us here. I'm all about you being able to do whatever you want, but jump in the actual conversation here. Clean some garage, right on. Put new footboards, deck lumber is pricey. Hell yes it is. Hell yes it is. Archery, right on. I shoot Bowtech. I like Bowtech bows. Kilo 9er Tactic Pup worked out great. Yeah, they are, man. They're good companies, man. I saw you said Katanica. I got them on right here. Working on the garden. Did the weekly house cleaning since wife is no longer able to. I've been working on the garden for most of the day. Planted a bunch more stuff. Got a bunch of protein tubs, and I've put different soils in them, planted the exact same stuff side by side to see what's growing. I put in some more corn, multicolored corn, and some mammoth sunflower seeds today. First bow was a Bowtech Assassin, right on. Nice shins. The calves are pretty badass. Any specific type of Velcro you prefer? I use a grade A Velcro. It's got like a 5,000 cycle life. Use whatever you can get a hold of. That's really what it's going to come down to. When you're learning to sew, you can't buy stuff in volumes large enough that it matters. Like, just use what you can get. I don't use any adhesive Velcros. Everything we have is just sew on. YKK will be fine. Velcro brand Velcro will be great. Mickey Thompson tires, yeah, they tend to be super soft and wear out really fast. Every time I've put Mickey Thompsons on a truck, I've always thought that they were just they're great tire, but they wear super, super fast. Cody had some Mickey Thompsons come in, and they were fucked up right from the get-go. Had a big bubble in one of the sidewalls. Now, that's not to say that's across the board. But Mickey Thompsons are not on my radar for putting tires on any of my vehicles. I got a friend, I don't know if Brian Deegan does some stuff with Mickey Thompson. I don't know if he still does. If he does, it's because they pay him more than everybody else. Certain way to clean Velcro. Yeah, if you need to clean, and you'll notice too, like a lot of our stuff, the panels on our compact tear-offs and such are opposite, right? So we build stuff with the idea, is it going to stick to your kit or is it going to stick if it falls on the ground? Get a big needle, like a big T-pin, and just pull the stuff out of the Velcro. Speaking of sewing, did you see 3D printed custom shoes I tagged? No, I didn't see them, man. Guys, I get thousands of tags and hundreds of forwards every day. Sometimes I look at them, and sometimes I'm just on I'm on a social media block, right? I am focused on what I'm doing, and if I pay attention to that, it literally eats up hours of my day. So it's hard to see. Like, it's hard for me to even follow my own content interactions in addition to everybody tags me and stuff. Nittos, yeah, I got Nittos. Who makes the Terra grapplers? Nitto, I think that's what's on both of my trucks right now. I think my Dodge has Nittos on it. I think both my Toyota TRD Pros have Nittos on them. Came from the dealer with Nittos. Run a patrol subload, one leg modular subload, other leg not sure what to put on the modular subload panel. Why wear it then? Just got back from testing the bike bags in the field. Video coming. 1000 Daniel Cordero, olive green, pannier, saddle, tank bags for DZR. Very cool. Very cool. Kroll, what's up? Wire brush to clean my dirty Velcro. I wouldn't use a wire brush. If it's working for you, awesome. But you have the potential, and wire brush, right? That could be 1,000 different things. Wire brush could be soft against your skin, or it could completely cut you down to the meat, right? But the T-pin, a large T-pin works great, and you have finite control over it. If you start a business with a friend, you won't be, oh yeah, I wouldn't start a business with a friend. Especially not my first business. I don't even see where that's being discussed in here. Beauty Supply Shop asked for a teasing comb. Goodyear Ultra Terrain have been great. Chevy right on. Yeah, I used to have BF Goodrich mud terrains, right? Those used to be the thing. I've had, Dick Pex, Mud Countries. But I mean, everything changes so fast. Like, we used to have trucks sit, I could have a truck sit for 5, 6, 7 years. Just sit on the tires, and the tires wouldn't dry rot. Now I've got tires dry rotting on vehicles that I actually use. Like, they have changed the compound of the rubber. I believe it's on purpose, planned obsolescence. Ridge grapplers right on Goodyear Ultra Terrains. If I was to try and start a business with a friend buddy, what would be your professional pros and cons? Why do you need the buddy? That's the question. Why do you need him? What does he bring that you don't have? Most people just, it's some idea that was hashed up while you guys were sitting together, and eventually one of you is going to be mad at the other because he's putting in something more than the other one. Like, why do you need the friend to start the business? Especially if it's coming from two dudes who don't currently run businesses. Have a medium-sized binos that I want to put on my kit. What do you make? Matt Christopher, buddy, that could be a million things. What's a medium-sized bino? Like, medium-sized for what brand? I don't know. I have no idea. Spent Mag, probably. And you're like, medium-sized bino. John, Spent Mag's huge for a medium-sized bino. Therein lies my point. I don't know what that is. I've got some Steiners. I've got some tritium illuminated reticled binos. I've got all kinds of binos, and they will fit in a Spent Mag pouch. Glasses, for people that don't know, you can buy a 8x35 pair of binos, right? You can buy an 8x65. You can buy all these different ones. And there's a $100 pair of binos, and there's a $2,000 pair of binos. And the numbers are identical. It's the glass. It's how much light gathering capability it has. If you pick up a pair of binos and it's not super heavy, it's also probably not super expensive. Velcro is backup, positive, fastener needs to be mechanical. That depends on what we're talking about. That all depends. Are we talking about the panniers you just said you made? Or are you talking about these micro rigs? No, it doesn't. That is not the case, man. You're talking to somebody who's been building this shit for 35 years. Yeah, Swarovski. I've got some Swarovski glass. Goodyear Duratrax, right on. I don't think I've had those. Pops had a cabin with a fridge from the 60s. Poked a hole in it, chipping out the ice. So it had to be replaced. The new one lasted 2. Yeah, it's fucking nuts, man. If you can find an old freezers, they still run. New ones, you fucking just plan to throw them away every 2 years. Nikons, yeah, Nikon's okay. Nikon's good shit. HD Velcro out there. Yeah, it just depends what you're doing. Where it's at. Like, Velcro on the side of a motorcycle is going to get a lot of buffeting and shit. Yeah, I would want some buckles. Velcro on the front of mag pouches. Most dudes don't need buckles. Old open top soda vending machine still runs. Like, yeah, man, that's it exactly. Like, even when we were kids, we heard old men say they don't make it like they used to. I feel like that's gotten much worse. They do not make shit like they used to. Old freezer runs like a champ. Yep. And guys, there's different types of like chest freezers. They're not meant to be outside. A lot of freezers won't even work properly in a hot environment, right? They're meant to be inside. And then if you start adding dust to them, fucking just destroys them. Like, just be aware of that. They are not what they used to be. reason I bring a buddy into a new business is to pull him along with you on the road to success and abundance. Yeah, and if you got to pull him along with you to success and abundance, he is not successful nor abundant, and he is not going. You are not going to perform. If you bring a dude like that, you are going to wish to God you had not. You guys are not going to be friends at the end. And if you have to bring him along and he does not have success and abundance, he is not fucking somebody that you need to be partners with. That maybe at best is an employee. Velcro on my gear wears out. Replace it. Add fastener. Yeah, I haven't had Velcro wear out, man. We've got Velcro's been out there on product for 35 years. We see it wear out on the tails of belts, right? Guys take them on and off every day. Commercial, they use Velcro in commercial airplane interiors, yes. We have an old open top soda vending machine. Yeah, man, things are not what they used to be. I love these guys on my shorts. They get on the shorts, man. And I don't even remember what it was about. And some dude's like, you need to learn how to make batteries. I'm like, that sounds fucking awesome. I looked at your page. Do you have any videos of you making batteries? No, they're all over the internet. I don't need to make videos. I'm like, okay, cool. Have you made any batteries? Like, it sounds great, but it's not even on my radar to make my own batteries. Spent mag pouches? Yeah, I've got some spent mag pouches. There's some Coyote of some flavor. I think there's a couple of these, maybe one of these available still, OD Black. Woodland. Some guy ordered one of these and was like, I want everything all green. You know why you couldn't order all green? Because we don't fucking have it. You know what you're getting? You're getting the motherfucking thing you ordered. Like the fat guy that always had workout. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. The dude at the gym that's always fucking smelly and has a fucking hairy back and he's wearing a shirt 2 sizes too small and he wants to walk over and give you advice. That's why I always wore earphones, earbuds, and a hoodie. We need to run a hoodie where it fuck off on the hood. Ten by 4. Yeah, man, I have no idea what that is, buddy. I don't have a clue. You've got a lot of my products. Stick the thing in there and see what it fits in or what it doesn't, and then we can kind of go from there. 125-215. Hey, we answered your question in the on the private members video. I don't know if you watched that or not. That's where you would ask the question, so obviously you're a member. If you see fingerless gloves in the gym, go home. Amanda wears like leather work gloves. They're sitting back here. She wears like full-on work gloves. On the refrigeration manufacturing, you can blame the government for energy standards. Yeah, I'll bet, man. I'll bet. Nothing can be, everything can be fucked up with the proper amount of government. Everything can get dangerous with the proper amount of law enforcement. Wrangler Star stream tomorrow. Yes, Wrangler Star stream tomorrow. I will be live with Cody on Wrangler Star. Very excited. Very cool. Business partner guy with friend. I'm sorry, I don't remember which one of you guys asked that. What kind of business are we talking? What kind of business? See, there's 2 reasons to bring a partner in. The partner has all the money, or the partner has all the knowledge. And if you have some of both of those, you don't need the partner. Work gloves, man. I bought these work gloves that Costco used to sell. Came in a pack of 3. They were kangaroo hide. And now you can buy them at some of the bigger pilot truck stops have them. And that's typically what I use. Very pleased with them. They're super ugly. They're like just ugly yellow leather work gloves. I had some packages of them I had bought unopened. They sat here for time. I don't see cheap work gloves. Oh, I love these too. I do very much like these Milwaukee rubber palmed gloves. Tillman TIG gloves, right on. Did we eat sushi? No, we didn't even leave here. I did leave here this morning. I went and got a bunch of soil at about 7 o'clock this morning. We ate sushi yesterday. Dean Conrad, what's up? You hear gunshots in the distance? We hear gunshots like every day. That's the beauty of here. Your neighbors or you can shoot wherever. People lose a lot of money starting a business with a friend. It could be avoided if they took your advice. Yeah, I don't really have advice, man. People ask and I just tell you what I would do. Anytime I've been involved with friends, you always end up feeling like you're doing more than the friend. Downtown Miami. Rarely see small businesses work with partners. Big businesses, partners seem, yes, big businesses. I mean, Andy Frisella did it. Him and his partner, Chris, who started First Form, started the vitamin stores. Like, they're still boys, right? You don't ever see Chris. I don't think I've ever seen Chris. He might not even fucking exist for all you know, because he's not at the front of the company. He's not on the videos. He's not in the ads. Downtown Miami. Overton, what's up, man? How are you? My belt 2 years old, still Velcro. Yeah. We've got belts out there. We see guys send belts in that are like 20 years old. It's a trip. Like, guys will have a belt and they're like, my Velcro's wore out. A few years old. Other dudes will have a belt, like military service dudes have had these belts since, Oceanside, 20, 25 years. And they're just now having Velcro failure. Brown micro rigs you did a while back are sick. Are you bringing those back? Those are we called those Brown Man. I bought a bunch. The way it works is Carhartt had one of the mills run that Carhartt Brown material. And then they canceled the contract, right? So there was a bunch of this material in the warehouse. So we got it super cheap. They're like, hey, we have 18,000 yards of this. We'll give it to you for this much. So we burnt through most of it. We used it just to line stuff with that you didn't see. And then we built a few things. We have a little bit of it left. You can, if you want something out of it, send an email. We can discuss it. And that's how that stuff has been happening. Do my palms sweat in the Milwaukee gloves? I don't know. I'm sure they would. I used them all through the winter for stuff, just to kind of keep my hands dry. I don't really wear gloves. I wear gloves if I'm moving stuff. Concrete cinder blocks. I wear gloves for that. If I'm moving rail ties or fucking around with something with abrasive or splinters. But other than that, I don't ever wear gloves. How's Cordura evolved since many decades changed? I don't know. I don't know. Seems the same to me. They're still using the same looms and shit to make it with. Opening up custom sometimes. It just depends what it is. Just send me an email. Let me know what it is you want. I've been building LBVs and custom war bags and different vests and stuff. Like, I'm always kind of doing it. You just send an email and we discuss it from there. Gloves are for women and small children. Gloves? You mean gloves? Gaming with J-Dog. What up? Did anybody see if the start a business with a friend guy commented on what the business is? SCC president. What is SCC president? Like hearing the demand. I like hearing the demand for LBV. Getting away from micro rigs says a lot about people's focus. Different battle, man. Different war. People kind of know what military personnel are doing because military personnel, a lot of them are just like us, right? They're in the gun shops, they're at the ranges, so the communication happens. And then a lot of those guys have, they make content nowadays too. So like if you look at Blake Water, he's got a really good Instagram page. There's a lot of SOE shit still on his stuff. It just depends what it is you're doing and where we're going. And the war's coming up, right? Do you ever think you're going to be occupied in your own country? Do you ever think there's going to be some different faction between us and them? That's a different kind of conflict. That's a different kind of battle. And that's you're going to live and die with what's on your back. And those little tiny ass Go Light rigs is not going to fucking work. If I ship my Bible cover, I'd like a zippered cover for it. Yeah, I wouldn't do that right now, man. Like I'm not making one-off patterns and stuff. Wear gloves, pole saw gets freaking hot. Oh yeah, I'll bet it does. A friend of a friend's friend is a SEAL, and he said, "I will only need 120 rounds." Yeah. Well, I can tell you that all the SEALs we were building gear for back then out of San Diego, they all had patrol vests. Those were all 369 12 magazines before they added anything else to any of their shit. 12 mags. And that's land warfare. That's not like VBS. That's not visit, board, search, seizure. That's not ship takedowns. That's not gas oil platforms. That's not direct action. That's land warfare. Contacts for FAA. Been trying to get a one plane, one pilot, part 135 airline started for a year now. I don't have a clue, buddy. I sure do not. A lot of tubers have been debating whether FLC is still relevant, so your LBV makes perfect sense. Well, guys, we just adopted. Do you know that the Army just bought a new rifle? Do you know the Marine Corps just bought a new rifle, a SIG rifle? It's in a caliber. They're 20-round mags, right? Are you aware of this? It's in a caliber that punches right through fucking every plate we have. We don't have any armor that stops the bullet we're using. Do you think other countries don't have those same similar calibers? Isn't it crazy how only one person will... It just depends on the circles you run in, man. It depends. It's like my mom's friend is a nurse, and she said, okay, so you're about to tell me something you heard, and to qualify it, you're going to throw in the term nurse. Maybe it came from a nurse. That doesn't mean that the information is correct. It also doesn't mean the information is incorrect if you leave the nurse part out. 6.5 PRC. Got my war bag yesterday, as usual, great. Stephen Peoples, what do you think of it? For all the guys asking about war bags, now that some of you guys have their war bags, we shipped 12 of them out last week. Now that guys have their war bags, if you would please go into my shorts on YouTube and Instagram, that's where the most traffic is, and just comment to some of these people, now that you are an owner, you are qualified to speak having the thing in hand. I would appreciate it if you guys would do that. Buying gold is easy now. 25 gram bars in credit card like holders. Obviously, it comes in larger sizes, but can start investing in gold. Yes, guys, anytime you buy small denominations of gold or silver, you pay almost twice as much for it as buying it by the ounce. And there is some awesome fractional stuff out there that's literally the size of a credit card. A gram of gold is about $60 to $65. I think a gram of silver is about $6. You pay... Are we live? Are we live? Are we live? Hello? These are Vacambi bars. That's 100 grams. If you'd have bought equivalent in ounces, you would have got a lot more. They're neat. They snap off. It's cool. Brandon Herrera did a review on the new rifle. If you want to make some cash, start making charging handles for it out of titanium. Do you guys make any flat packs for plate carriers? I just found you guys. I don't know what a flat pack or plate carrier is. I don't know what we're specifically. You mean like, do we make a plate hanger? We don't make any armor stuff. How did you find us yesterday? SCC president is just something dumb. A buddy I made up. Sutton Certified Club. Got it. Okay. Buying gold is easy. Now, if you guys want to buy silver and gold, depending on your state, like Tennessee just became a state where there's no sales tax. So when we bought silver or gold, we had to pay 10% sales tax. We do not any longer. Alabama doesn't have to. There's a lot of states that you don't have to pay sales tax. There are a lot of very, very active groups on Facebook for buying and selling silver. You can buy off of there, and the prices are generally a little better. The people on there are vetted. So you get on there, you're an unknown. So if you go to sell silver or gold, people are going to ask you for references. You don't have any. People might or might not buy from you. But guys selling silver and gold on there, they're going to be like, this is how much it is. I have references. And people are like, BIN, that means buy it now. I will buy it now. I will take 2 American Gold Eagles, right? Pending references. And then a bunch of dudes will jump on and go, I've done business with Bob. He's always been great. And the beauty of it is when you click his name, it will show you all of his postings. So you will see a whole history, years worth of history of him doing business. So you know that guy's good to go. Closest thing SOE makes to a flat pack would be a mini pack. I'm not sure what he's talking about, a flat pack. I even make a product called a flat pack. Probably not what he's asking for. Looking at Blue Eddy solar generator setup, what do you guys think? And what is a realistic price for a setup that can do something? Tommy, mine was $6,500. I bought it on a sale. It was like, I don't know, 4th of July sale maybe. My system's a little bigger. You don't have to get it this big. This is bottom unit is the controller, and there's a battery in there. The top 2 units are additional batteries. Now I can take all 3 of these, put them in separate vehicles and head different directions and have battery power. I also got 4 2-foot by 8-foot. I think they're 2-foot by 8-foot solar panels. They fold up. They're very, very rugged. The cables are fucking huge. They're beefy. You can leave this plugged into the wall to charge it. When the power goes out, everything's charged. Now you can run off of solar power to charge it, or bicycle generator, or whatever it is you're going to do. I looked at a couple of other companies. I went with Blue Eddy. Totally stoked with it. Fucking awesome product, packaged nicely. I like it. You can buy it in pieces, man. You don't have to buy it all together. Found a new solar power company by me in Utah. All-in-one system. Cool. Probably speaking of the flag, like Dragonfly company. Like Haley? Travis Haley makes a flat. Got it. If you're not aware, Travis used all of SOE shit when he was in combat. When Travis was in the Marine Corps, SOE stuff. When Travis wanted to start making gear, he wanted us to build it. We sent 3 full NSW rigs with full kit. We can't build anybody's stuff OEM. I can't build enough of my stuff. Small town America, in the most impoverished county of Tennessee. I love living here. I own 52 sewing machines. I have never seen 20 of my sewing machines run at one time in this county. I can't build enough stuff. Haley Strategic was originator of Flat Pack. It's a plate carrier mountable pack that collect. Got it. And just so you guys know, he's not the first one to do it. Tons of fucking companies before Haley ever did any of that shit. I'm pretty sure Diamondback made something like that. London Bridge had something. Paraclete had something that zippered on the back. I think Faro even has something. And that's not to take away. I'm friends with Travis. Like, I know Travis. Like, in real life, I know Travis. That's not to take anything away from him. If his pack works for you, buy his pack. I'm sure it's fucking. I'm sure. I don't see a quality issue with any of Travis's shit. Got 2 of them now. They're both awesome. Tons of different uses for them. Use the first one I bought all the time, right on. Travis still wears SOE. He sells stuff, but wears SOE. Is that true? I haven't seen anything SOE on him in a long time, but I'm not looking either. London Bridge had one. How did you get into so? Man, Rickster, it's out there, buddy. I have 4,000 videos. My entire history is out there on the internet, and you can even find it on this channel here. Do your suspenders have metal snap button? No, they don't. What the fuck would you do with it? What would you attach it to? Especially if you're running like our tapered war belt or something. Metal snap buttons. Got it. I see what you're saying. No, they don't. Would you recommend sewing smaller tactical gear on a regular non-industrial sewing machine? I've been watching, and I have sewing experience for stuff, but never tried. No, I wouldn't, Brent. If you're going to do it for real, are you a dude that has like 20 projects that you've bought all the shit for and never did anything? If that's you, I wouldn't go get a commercial sewing machine. If you're a dude that does everything and learns how to do it and becomes really good at it and has all the shit there, right? You're going to buy a machine for $2,500, $3,000. You're going to buy a machine for $1,200, right? And it's not going to sit there and you're going to sell it in 6 months. Buy a real machine. It'll make learning way easier. It'll make the product way better. Like, you can't even put a big enough needle in a home sewing machine. And most home sewing machines, they're plastic inside. We use some semi-prosumer embroidery machines. And like, these things are like between $1,200 and $1,700 now, right? We've got these things. They destroy themselves all the time. Everything inside's plastic. You can't work on them. Here's a broken one. Here's a broken one. Here's 2 more right here, brand new, sitting in boxes. When we break one of these, we put them in the dumpster and we pull another one out of a box. I'm a guy sew the pouch for 7 hours. Home sewing machine will not run big enough thread to hold the gear together. Yeah, and you need nylon 69. That's what we use. Other companies use 98 and all kinds of shit, right? I believe they did it just so they could say they had bigger threads, so they thought their shit was better. You can go and buy a really expensive home machine, right? Husqvarna makes them, Brother makes them, $3,000, $4,000. You can get a real sewing machine for less than that. Pfaff, I've got some Pfaff machines in here. That's just a brand, man. I've got Juki, I've got Pfaff, I've got Singer, I've got Hylead. Here's a Nakajima. Here's a Seiko. I've got Consew. I've got Singer. Like, most of these machines, they all use the same parts. They're the same consumables. Most of them are Consew 206s or equivalent to that. They're just a different manufacturer badge on them. I work with a lot of guys that use gold and silver for day-to-day transactions when on. That's fucking neat. That's totally awesome, dude. I can sew but don't have time. I got my Juki on Amazon. Huh. Wish we were closer. I would come run a machine. I used to be a custom leather, so I know my way around powerful. Cool. I wish you would wire transfer $100 million into my bank account. not going to happen, so it doesn't matter. If you're ever in town, stop by. We do Self-Reliance Festival here 2-3 times a year. We have about 1,000 people come in. We're about to run a chainsaw workshop here on June 17th. Come out for that. And if you were close and we're going to come run this machine, you should just run your own thing. Like, you can make a ton of money making leather stuff. Grace O'Neek Machines over 10. I've never heard of them. Adam Hall, what's up, buddy? Was surprised to see old Mayflower Velocity stuff at a local show. JP, what's up, man? I'm going to jump off here in just a minute. I'm going to be live tomorrow on Wrangler Star when he goes live. I'm not sure what time that is, my time, but whenever he is live, I will be live with him. I will have that figured out before time. Anybody get tracking information on Friday? Anybody get any orders this weekend? Open any boxes? Cool, I'll see you there. That's where I found you. Heat Shield, you found me where? Where did you find me? Guys, we got a membership on here. There's a bunch of videos that are up available to members. Some content went up over the weekend. We do a podcast called Pulling the Thread. A lot of those video clips go viral because we'll misunderstand them, and people spend more time and comment on what they're angry about. So that's why those clips are made the way they are. They're actually from 2 Hour Pod, and you get access to that through our membership. We have an Amazon affiliate code, so if you guys shop at Amazon, if you go to any of my videos or my website and just click the Amazon link, it'll take you straight to Amazon. It just gives us a percentage of whatever you bought. So if you're an Amazon shopper, if you would click one of our links first, it just gives us a percentage of that order and takes it away from Amazon. We have an EMP Shield code. If you would like to get an EMP Shield, it gets you $50 off your order. That's code SOE. We have an affiliate code for Harvest Right freeze dryers also. You can click that from our website and it'll take you straight to Harvest Right, and that helps support us, gives us a little bit of money out of that sale. So we have Self-Reliance Festival here, generally a couple times a year. That's a pretty big deal. If you're not familiar with that, you can see some of those videos on my website. You can see some different video footage from that. And then we're going to have a chainsaw workshop here, which is on the website. You can sign up on our website for that. It's on the homepage. And that's going to be in 2 weeks. It's going to be a event. It's going to be lower attendance, right? So there'll be a lot more personal interaction. Whereas at the bigger events, we'll have 1,000 people here with, hundreds of different people presenting. Radio packs and stuff a couple weeks ago. Oh, right on with Wrangler Star. Right on. Very cool. Very cool. Jonesing for another full build, Rickster. I put one up every week. We shoot one. We do a full build video every week. I'm sure there's something up or about to go up. Membership is more than worth it. Right on. Padded ear cases available? No. Yes, maybe. You check online. If it's on inventory for the padded ear cases, it'll ship to you. If you want something different, just send an email, let us know, and we'll discuss it. Started your membership, Nighthawk. Thank you, man. Thanks. Got a visor covering yesterday as well. Nice. Fupa, great little pack. opinion on cross tack shooting. Never seen them. I don't know who it is. Have a good night, Brent. Thanks, man. Rufus, what's up, buddy? And Grayson, all right, guys. Have a good night, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning.